if you want to speak English, you have to practice speaking English, and you can do just that at the Acquire English Club. So if you go to aenglish.club, you can check out our website. We have native English teachers. You can take unlimited classes. That means as many classes as you want to take. And we have classes pretty much every day, almost every day. And right now you can try 7 days for free. So 7 days of unlimited classes for free. So again, unlimited classes. Take as many classes as you want for $9.99. That's US dollars. We have native English teachers. Right now it's myself, Adam, and our other teacher, Tuan. And you can take it risk-free for 7 days. So 100% money-back guarantee. If you don't like it and you quit within 7 days, we will give you your money back. So if you scroll down, you can see our lesson schedule. You can choose your time zone. So let's say this is Tokyo. Let's say you are in, where should we go? Let's go to Thailand. Let's go to Bangkok. So our classes, we have 8 a.m. classes, 8:30 p.m. classes if you are in Thailand. So you can go ahead and choose your time zone at the top there, and you can see all of the different classes we have. Pretty much every single day, there's an opportunity to take a class. And what happens in these classes is the teacher will give you a short introduction and will give out some discussion questions. And then you'll split into small groups and discuss those. So you'll get about 30 minutes of pure just conversation time. And again, practice speaking. What you need to do is practice speaking. And this is a kind of a safe, comfortable, fun place to do it. And again, unlimited classes. You can take one almost every single day. So just go to aenglish.club and go ahead and check it out. And if you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. All right, and here's one of our teachers. So Tuan, how are we doing today?
Okay, thanks.
Great. So this is episode 41 of Acquire English Live, and kind of getting excited. It's almost getting summertime here in Japan. It's warming up. Things are starting to open up a little bit after coronavirus. So have you been going out? You've been going out to eat much recently?
A few times, yes.
Yeah. What, anything good? Any places you recommend?
Went to a yakiniku place recently. I wouldn't recommend it though. I thought it was average.
Yeah. What is yakiniku in English?
Oh, good point. Yeah, yakiniku, grilled meat. So
Yeah,
like barbecued meat. I think it comes from Korea.
Yeah.
I think it's the Korean barbecue style of making grilling meat.
Right. Yeah. In America, we call it Korean barbecue. So you get in front of you, you have your grill, right? Usually like a circular, like your table. In the middle of the table, there's like a built-in grill. And then they bring out raw meat, right? And you cook your own meat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then often I think
that's right.
In Japan, some places do it a little more Japanese style. I think the best places do it more Korean style, and they bring out like all the good plate of kimchi, usually kind of all you can eat, kind of kimchi and pickles and that type of stuff. I think that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. That's the most delicious. I love all that spicy kimchi to eat with the meat as well. Great. Yeah, I've gone out a few times recently. A few weeks ago was my wedding anniversary, so my wife and I went out for brunch. It's a really, really good place in Tokyo. Really nice place. I would definitely 100% recommend it. They have their specialty is French toast. So like any dish you order comes with French toast. It's, yeah, and oddly, you don't need any syrup, you don't need any honey. It's just really, really good French toast. And then I got
French toast is toast with egg, is that right?
Yeah, to make French toast, basically it's you whip up some egg and you add cinnamon and sugar to that, and then you dip the bread in the egg. So you get both sides, you have your bread, you dip it in the egg with that mixture, the egg and sugar and cinnamon, maybe nutmeg, and you flip it on both sides and then you fry it in a fry pan.
Okay.
So good. Really easy to make at home as well. I make it for my family quite often. It's pretty simple, but theirs was much better than any French toast I've ever made, probably because they do it every single day. But yeah, I would definitely recommend that place. So if you want the details, I can get it to you later. Maybe a good place to go in the evening as well. So today, in today's conversation, Tuan is looking for a restaurant for his wife's birthday. So let's go ahead and listen to today's conversation.
What are you looking for?
I need to find a restaurant for my wife's birthday. Do you have any suggestions?
Yeah, you should go to that new Italian restaurant. It's so good.
Great idea.
You should make a reservation, though. It's really popular.
Okay, and let's go ahead and break down the conversation line by line. And the first sentence was?
What are you looking for?
So we can't see it here. Maybe you can just see next to Tuan's face on his computer back there. There's a search engine page open. So he's searching for something on the internet. So what are you searching for on the internet? What are you looking for? Of course, look for and
What are you looking for?
Sorry. What are you look for and search for or search are the same thing, right? Trying to find something. And the next line.
I need to find a restaurant for my wife's birthday.
I need to find a restaurant for my wife's birthday. Of course, Tuan's a good husband, so he wants to take his wife out to a nice place. So I have to find a place, a restaurant, to eat for my wife's birthday. I need to find a restaurant for my wife's birthday.
Do you have any suggestions?
So do you have any suggestions? So do you know of any good restaurants? Okay.
Yeah, you should go to that new Italian restaurant. It's so good.
So yeah, you should go to that new Italian restaurant. It's so good. So I recommend the new Italian restaurant. It's great. So one maybe confusing part about this one is that new Italian restaurant, or down here we have the new Italian restaurant. So in this case, maybe Tuan and I before have talked about a new Italian restaurant. So both of us know which Italian restaurant we're talking about. So we say that new one or the new one because we know which one we're talking about. Let's go to the next line.
Great idea.
Great idea just means nice suggestion. I like it. And the last line.
You should make a reservation, though. It's really popular.
So you should make a reservation, though. So the though here means but, right? But you should make a reservation. So it's a good idea to reserve a table, or you'll have to wait because it's very popular. So you can use these days, most of the time on your smartphone, you can make a reservation, and you should do that because it's very popular. You don't want to have to wait. Okay. I skipped over a lot there, I think, Tuan. Did I miss anything?
Maybe reservation. In England, we say book as well. Mm-hmm. And should is quite a strong recommendation. It's in the middle. If you want to make a stronger recommendation, you can say you need to, you have to, you must. Mm-hmm. If you make a weaker recommendation, we can make it to a question, maybe like, why don't you, how about? Mm-hmm. But should is, I would say, around the middle.
Yeah. Should is pretty standard there, somewhere in the middle. Right. But it's just saying it's a good idea to do. Good idea to do. So let's take a closer look here at how to use should. So in the conversation, we had these two sentences. The first one that we just mentioned before, one more time.
Yeah, you should go to that new Italian restaurant.
So you should go to that new Italian restaurant. What we're saying is should, and again, it's a good thing to do. So it's a good idea to go to the Italian restaurant. I think your wife would like it. I think you would like it. So it's a good idea to go. And the other line we had,
You should make a reservation, though.
you
It's
should
really popular.
you should make a reservation. So it's a good idea to make a reservation. So it's very popular. You don't want to wait in line for a long time. So that's a good thing to do. Anything to add here, Tuan?
No, I think it's fine.
Okay. So let's go ahead and look at some examples of how we can use should, and try to make your own sentence at home using should with these examples. So the first one, we have me right here. No, we have Tom. So Tom never exercises. He eats lots of pizza. So what should he do? We have this picture over here. So Tom never exercises. What should he do? Please leave your answer in the comments. We'll give you a couple seconds here. Okay, what do you think, Tom? What should Tom do?
So if we're using should, people can leave different ideas. There's no 100% right answer. We can say he should, in this picture, join a gym.
He should join.
But we can also say
gym.
We can also say maybe he should exercise. He should work out. He should train.
Right.
He should eat less. Yeah. So there's other ideas too. But yeah, in this picture, we can say, yeah, he should join a gym.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. He should join a gym. He should exercise. He should work out. Lots of things we could say there. Okay. So if you have a different answer, of course, please leave it below. How about the next one? When you are on a boat. This might be a tough vocabulary word for people right here. We'll see. What should you do when you're on a boat? Should we give a hint?
Sure.
So we call this here a life jacket. Same in British English. Do you say life jacket? What would you call that?
Yeah.
Life
Same.
jacket. Okay. I feel like British people would call that like a floaty jacket. No? That would seem like a floaty vest. That would be a good, that would be my guess what British people would call that. Maybe a floaty vest. Okay. So life jacket. When you're on a boat, what's our answer here?
We can say you should wear a life jacket.
You should wear a life jacket, right? So just like any other clothing item, we use wear, right? You should wear, you should put on, you should have. There's other ways you could say that, but in general, wear is probably the best. If you have a different idea, please let us know in the comments below. Okay, next one. My phone is broken. What should I do? Tuan, have you ever broken your phone like this?
It's pretty broken now.
Right now, right now. Oh, no. Okay, so this is very relative to you right now. I've actually never broken a phone like this quite. And I drop my phone all the time. So I don't know how it hasn't happened, but we'll see. Okay, give a couple more seconds here. What should I do? What should Tuan do? What do you think?
You should buy a new one or get a new one.
You should buy a new, we'll say phone here.
You
should buy a new phone. You should get a new phone. You can buy and get have the same meaning there.
We can also say maybe you should get it fixed or get it repaired.
Oh, that's a good point. Let's write that one down. You should get it fixed, get it repaired. You should be more careful.
Mhm.
How did you break your phone?
Dropping it.
Okay, nothing crazy.
No, nothing crazy.
Okay, I see.
Just drop it.
Drop it. Got it. Okay. And the last example here. So we have this pretty little lady. She says, I want a new look. What should I do? So what's your idea? Please let us know your idea in the comments. What do you think, Tuan?
We can say you should get a haircut.
You should get a haircut. Or we could also say you should, yeah.
Get a new hairstyle.
Yeah, maybe get a new, how about try instead of get this time? You should try a new hairstyle. Right. What do you think, Tuan? Should I try a new hairstyle?
Maybe.
I have two options. I have bald or horseshoe. So that's all my only options right now. But I don't know if I'm prepared to go full horseshoe. Okay. So let's look at the last questions we have here. So maybe it's your mother's birthday coming up. So we could ask, what should I get my mother for her birthday? You have any ideas, Tuan?
You should get her some flowers.
Should get her some
Yeah,
flowers.
this is difficult for me. Do you have any ideas? Any other ideas?
Yeah, I mean, if it's for, I don't know personally about your mother. I've met your mother once. So I don't really know what she likes so much, but I would say, does your mother like sweets?
Yeah, she likes sweets.
Okay, so how about you should get, Gert, you should get her some Godiva chocolates, some nice chocolates. I know my mom would be happy with that.
Yeah, can't go wrong with chocolates.
Right. Okay. So as I mentioned at the beginning, summer is coming very quickly in Japan, and summer is very uncomfortable in Japan. It's very hot, very humid. Of course, most people take trains. You have to spend some time walking, quite a bit of time walking between train stations, changing trains, walking to work. So how should I stay comfortable in Japan in the summer? What are your suggestions, Tom?
You should stay home.
You should
stay in a well air-conditioned place.
Stay home as much as possible. Yeah. That's probably the best advice. That's the easiest advice.
Any other ideas?
You should drink lots of water. You should buy some thin undershirts. So I'm sure these are popular in many places around the world, but like, you know Uniqlo, right? Uniqlo is kind of international now. It's many different countries now, but it's kind of I don't know about cheap, but cheaper brand clothing, but they have some really good inner shirts to wear like underneath a business shirt. So they keep you pretty cool compared to traditional undershirts. So maybe you should go to Uniqlo and get some of those shirts. Do you wear those?
Yeah, I got loads. Unico should send us some more.
Yeah, same. I do. Same thing. That's generally what I do. So it helps out a little bit, but there's only so much those shirts can do, right? It gets really hot, really humid here in the summer. Okay, last one, most important question of the day. How should I improve my English?
This is tough.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, you need to practice, like we said.
Right.
You need to practice. You need to practice a lot.
Right. I think one thing, maybe first of all, I think we should start with you should be patient. So I was talking with one of our Acquire English Club members yesterday, and he was feeling somewhat unmotivated because it had been maybe a week since we'd last spoken or since he'd last joined a class. So, and he really hasn't been studying for that long. So it's tough to be patient, and he's actually come a long way. He hasn't studied that long, but he's actually doing a really good job. But when you are studying a language, when you're learning a language, there's many plateaus. So you learn, you feel good, but then it kind of goes straight. I'm not learning anything. And then you learn and it feels good. And then you feel like a plateau and you're not learning anything. Basically, the best advice how you should improve your English, I think, is just be patient and keep moving forward. Just little by little, every day, just keep improving, keep focusing on improving, because there's going to be many days that feel terrible, right? Like, oh, my English is terrible. I can't speak English. I'll never learn, type of thing. You just have to keep moving forward, step by step, little by little. I always say there's no home run, there's no lottery. You can't make any giant improvements. Just little by little, keep improving. If you think your vocabulary needs help, focus little by little, couple words a day. That's how you do it. So yeah, practice, practice, practice.
And that said, because it's, yeah, like you said, you might feel terrible and it's tough and you got to keep doing it. You should make it interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep your motivation high. If you're not going to be interested, your motivation is going to be very low. You're going to just not do it.
Right. Yeah, that's why often, watching TV shows, watching that kind of stuff makes it a little more interesting. Most grammar books are quite boring, right? They're, they serve a purpose. They're good to have around. I don't like relying on grammar books so much because it often teaches you a bunch of things that you probably don't need. Grammar books are very general, so they're going to teach you a lot of vocabulary that you'll probably never use in your life, right? Mm-hmm. That's the downside of those books. So yeah, keep it interesting. Movies, TV shows. If you're into cartoons or manga or comics, that type of stuff, keep it interesting. Read a book maybe about something you're interested in. If you're a bit higher level, maybe find a book in English about something you're interested in. Those types of things. Reading, of course, is a great way to improve vocabulary. But yeah, the main point is just do something, okay? And then slowly you'll find out what you enjoy. You'll find out what works best for you. But a lot of people, I feel like, are sitting around just wondering, oh, what should I do? What's the best way to learn English? What's the quickest way to learn English? But they're not taking any actions. They're just, posting on Facebook, what's the best way to learn English? And they get nowhere. They're trying to find some sort of shortcut. I think you find those shortcuts when you do stuff and you realize what works for you may not work for other people. What works for other people may not work for you. So take an action and practice. Obviously, if you want to improve speaking, you have to speak. And that's the main reason we started the Acquire English Club, right? And also another thing that when I was studying Japanese, what I like to do is I would learn something, but I need to test it. So is this correct? Am I using this the correct way? So I was lucky because I was in Japan, so I had Japanese people around me. So I would often study something and then try it out on one of my Japanese coworkers. And if I got sort of a strange look, they'd be like, oh, then I knew, oh, I said something wrong. And I would ask them, what did I do wrong in that situation? If I got just a normal, natural reaction, I thought, ooh, that must have been good. I'll keep that. I'll remember how to say that and I'll keep using it. So you need to do a lot of testing with your language learning. And again, if you're in a country, if you're somewhere that you don't have opportunities to speak, that's really the only way you're going to improve your speaking is through practicing conversation. I think before that conversation practice, of course, things like shadowing and listening and repeating, those types of things are great. But eventually you need to try it out. It needs to come out of your mouth. Some original ideas need to come out of your mouth. Okay. I think we've given some good ways to improve there. We got it. So you should practice a little every day. Sure. Long story short, you should practice a little every day. Any final things to say today, Tuan?
You made a good point about getting feedback. I think that's maybe practice is good, but getting feedback is very difficult. So if you join the club right now, there is a good opportunity to get feedback from us. Mm-hmm. We will catch what you're saying. We can tell you if you are maybe you get to a certain point when maybe you feel you are very good, but some of the language you're using is very unnatural. I think a native speaker can point that out rather than, I don't know, if you're asking another non-native or trying to find your answer yourself, it's going to be a bit hard to spot those differences. But give it a try. Yeah.
So hopefully we will see you in some of the lessons this week, again, happening nearly every day. We'll show you the website one more time before we go. It's aenglish.club. aenglish.club. That stands for Acquire English Club. So aenglish.club. And again, for 7 days, you can try it risk-free, and it's unlimited classes. Unlimited means you can take as many as you like. So hopefully we see you then. Classes recently have been lots of fun, and looking forward to some new faces in there as well. So thanks as always for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.